welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would end the year with a wrap up of my favorite products, and I actually don't have a lot this year. Most of them seem to be makeup items, but I thought I'd show you anyway, particularly some of the ones that I've recently discovered this year, and yeah, it'll be great fun. So if you'd like to know what they are, keep on watching. Up is my only skincare item, or sort of like a skincare item, and it is this, the Dior Lip Addict lip scrub. So it is absolutely beautiful product. It smells really kind of minty sweet, and it tastes really good as well. I've nearly kind of used up the entire stick. I need to repurchase this, but I found that it is the only thing that really works. I tend to just put a little bit on before I do my makeup, and it's been really great at making sure that my lips are a little bit smoother and a little bit more nourished before I put lipstick on. So this has been great. With the lips front, I really wanted to showcase the MAC Lip Tensity lipsticks, but I think I've already included them in my favorites quite a few times. I'm gonna link my favorite videos down below, so I had to find something new to showcase, and I thought it would be good to show the Hourglass Lip Stylo lipsticks. Now these are sort of chubby style lipstick that just twist up. This is one of my favorite shades, which I think it's called Achiever. Now I think I may also have showcased this previously, but not in the end of year favorites, and I've also uploaded the review video, so I'm going to pop that down below. But the product itself is really creamy, really nourishing. I found this so easy to use and just pop on an everyday basis. The color is really flattering. I don't really have it now because I wanted to showcase another item, but this has just been really easy to use and very nice. So it's also a kind of more high-end luxury product, so kind of enjoy using this just because it's so lovely to touch as well. But yeah, the formula is really great. To face item, I'm gonna be a little bit cheeky and just drop in a new favorite foundation, which is the Ordinary Coverage Foundation. I almost forgot what it was. So I think I'm going to do a review of this foundation. It's going to go up soon, but it's basically, it does say it's a high coverage foundation formula, but what I found is that it's really easy to use. I have it on right now, and it's sort of a almost medium buildable coverage. Find it looks really nice on my skin. It feels really lightweight, and yeah, this was only about $6 for about 30 mils of product, which is about as much as you get with other foundations. So it's actually really affordable and really worth it at the same time. I'm not someone who actually would do a lot of baking on my face, but I found that this one, which is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Translucent Powder, the jar sort of looks a bit like this. It's basically a translucent powder, and what I've found that it's been really easy to use just to set under my eyes and across my sort of T-zone where I have a little bit of fine lines, and then just brushing away the powder afterwards. It's really gone a long way to just smoothing out those lines a little bit and not making it as wrinkly as they could have been. Now I obviously don't do a full-on bake, so there are definitely still lines. I think you can definitely still see them on my face, but I've really enjoyed using this. Again, very lightweight, there's no flashback involved, and yeah, it's a nice translucent powder, especially just to mattify as well. I do tend to get a little bit oily, especially across the T-zones, so this helped to combat that. And I'm also going to include a tool with it. Now this is a Real Techniques brush. Excuse the kind of mankiness, you can see that I've been using it quite a bit, but this is the Real Techniques, I think it's part of their metals collection, and this one is just the, I'm not sure what it was. I think it was the face setting brush, but I've been using this to use with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Translucent Powder. Just dip a little bit in and then pat it under the eyes, across the T-zone, and anywhere else that I need it. It is so soft and just really beautiful, and yeah, it feels really nice on the skin as well. Really enjoyed using this. On to blush. Now this is actually a product which I've had in my collection for a while, and it's actually something from Sleek. This is their Blush by Tree palette in the shade Sugar. So it looks a bit something like this. So you get a kind of peachy orangey nude here. You get a sparkly shimmery brown in the middle, and then a darker rosy shade at the end. And I actually like mixing the two together, so this third shade and this first one, and it creates a natural looking flush on my cheeks, and it's just really beautiful. And what I've actually found, especially using this with my current foundation, it's that it just creates a beautiful kind of almost satin effect on my skin. Looks very natural, really kind of radiant flush, and really pretty at the same time. And the Blush by Tree palette aren't actually all that expensive. It's a drugstore brand in the UK, and super affordable and super beautiful. I have a couple of their other shades as well, and yeah, they're really lovely. To eyes, a surprising hit is something I found at H&M, and this is their Soft Kajal eye pencil in the shade Black Violet. Now this is just the most stunning kind of violet dark brown shade. I'm gonna see if that actually pops up. There we go. It is just really creamy, really easy to use, and just pop a little bit of kind of darker shadow. I especially love using it under the eyes because it creates the most flattering shadow effect I've ever come across. And because it's so soft, it doesn't actually irritate my eyes, which I have a lot of eye sensitivities, especially around eyeshadows. So this has just been really pleasant to use, and also quite affordable being a H&M product. And yeah, I'll be looking to pick up a few other colors from this shade range as well. Eyeshadows, I had a really hard time trying to pinpoint a palette or particular eyeshadow that I really gravitated towards. Now, towards more of the end of the year, actually, I found myself really liking a palette and kind of reusing a palette from Juvia's Place, and it is this one, which is the Nubian one. I'm going to also be doing a full review of all the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes, so please watch out for those. But the Nubian one palette is basically this gorgeous set of all neutral colors. They are highly pigmented and stunningly beautiful, and just really easy. I've actually got this shade all over my crease with another it's a Colourpop product in the actual eye themselves, but really beautiful. I'm just gonna swatch a couple of the shades for you and just show you how absolutely beautiful those colors are. Can you see that? It is really lovely. I'm gonna swatch them at the back of my hands. There we go. Those are the Juvia's Place Nubian 1 eyeshadows. Really pigmented and bright, and yeah, just lovely shadows. So watch out for the review when I eventually upload that one. To finish up this end of year favorites review video, I'm gonna finish up with a brand focus on Colourpop. It is absolutely astounding. I got into Colourpop this year. I've made so many new orders on the website since my very first haul. Gonna pop that video down below as well. And when I was kind of looking back and trying to think about the products which I've been reusing and using on a consistent basis, majority of them happens to be from Colourpop, so I thought I'll pop a few of my favorite products right here. I'm going to start with one of their Lippies. Now this is actually a Lippie Stix in the color Grunge, and that is what I'm currently wearing on my lips at the moment. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to pop the color at the back of my hands as well, so that I can show you the shade. Now this is what Grunge looks like. It's a kind of darker mauvey, purpley, rosy brown. It's kind of all the colors which I really enjoy using, and that's what I have on my lips at the moment. And the Lippie Stix themselves, when I first reviewed them, I wasn't a fan. I found them really sort of a bit drying and kind of stuck to all the horrible flaky bits of my lips, which sounds absolutely horrible. But since then I found a way to actually use them, which is I'll be moisturizing my lips beforehand so they're really kind of soft and smooth, and then I'll pop this on top, and it's kind of a creamy matte formula. And yeah, it's been really nice. I've definitely worn Grunge more than a few times to work on an everyday basis, and this one has just been really easy to use. Now, also, the other sets of products which I really like is obviously the Super Shock shadows. I have so many in my collection now. I just wanted to show a few of my favorite ones, which are here. So, for example, if you don't know what the Colourpop Super Shock shadows are, they're kind of a creamy eyeshadow formula which comes in little jars like this. And the first one is Noontide. Going to go. You can see if that focus, there you go, that is Noontide, and it is absolutely stunning, kind of purpley mauvey brown with lots of shimmer running through it. And then I have, this one is called White Rabbit, which is much more of a orangey bronzy shade. That is White Rabbit. Again, I'm going to swatch that at the back of my hands. Look at that pigmentation. They are just really creamy, super blendable formula. And then finally I'm going to end up with, this one is called Donna. Now, I wore Donna a couple of days ago, and it is just amazing. I'm just going to pop that right there. Can you see that? It is absolutely stunning. Definitely a fan. I love the Colourpop eyeshadows, and yeah, I'm kind of running out of space for those. The Colourpop Super Shock shadow formulas. I also got one of their highlighters which I have used every single day without fail, and this is in the shade Wisp. This is what it looks like in the pan, and what I really like about this is that it is just so creamy and gives you an absolutely beautiful kind of wet look effect. Like, just look at that. It is so beautiful, especially against my skin tone. And the way I really like using this is just putting a little bit on my fingers, swiping it across the cheek, and then patting it in, and it is just stunning. Like, you look at that reflection and it is beautiful. Finally, I have the Colourpop No Filter concealers, and these are just the most fantastic concealers I have ever come across. They are super affordable. They're about $6 each, and I've definitely found them comparable to any of my NARS concealers or actually anything else that I've used, and they were really surprising. I've got two shades here, which is 35 medium tan and 40 golden, and both of them work really well with my skin. So I think 35 medium tan is much more of a cooler neutral shade, and then you have 40 golden, which is much more of a warmer shade. And yeah, I just like using both of them, whether it's under my eyes or on areas which I need a little bit more coverage. They both work really well. They're super creamy, super blendable, really easy to use with my beauty blender. So I like to pop a generous amount all over and then pat it in with a beauty blender, and it is fantastic. Just some really good products. I'll definitely be repurchasing these when they eventually run out. So unfortunately, the only negative point I have with them is that you can obviously see that I've used up quite a bit of it, so there's actually not a lot of product with each bottle or each tube. So unfortunately, I'll be making another Colourpop order soon. Those are my makeup favorites of this year. If you'd like to see me make a non-makeup favorites related video, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, so if you like this video, please remember to click the thumbs up sign and click like below. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. I would love for you to join the family, and I will see you next time. Bye.